Put the kids to bed. Dad's home. We are the DWO podcast, representing the Dad World Order. I am the handsome head of household, Mr. Magnificent Mike Martin. With me, as always, the rest of the Dad Wolf Pack. He is the big bad bearded daddy. He is Big Rig Eric Maffey.
Holler if you hear him.
I like that. Honk if you hear me.
Pretty good. That's pretty
Honk
good.
if you hear me.
Honk if you hear me.
Oh, that's good. Look at
He
that.
is the two-time world record holding and the perpetual mid-carder. He is the wrestling t-shirt guy. Cephas.
All right, what up, y'all? How y'all doing tonight?
Fantastic. Well, as Mr. Magnificent said, we are the DWO podcast, and we have with us tonight an incredibly special guest, unlike previous guests.
Not mentioning anybody in particular.
No.
We won't name any names. The Prodigy Coby Cain. God damn it, I fucked it up. The Prodigy Coby Cain, sir. How the heck are
Steph
you?
Curry's long lost cousin. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yes. Man, thank you guys for having me. I appreciate it. I love that intro, by the way. That's pretty tight.
It's
That's
been a work in progress for a while, but man, it's
That's
really
some good
coming
stuff.
together.
That's some good stuff. For
Thank you,
sure.
thank
We're trying to find where we fit in with that, man. It takes a while to kind of get it down, you know?
Well, I mean, Cephas's was pretty easy once he got his most recent tattoo. It was like, well, now you have to be.
Now I got to show it again.
Yeah.
Like, you want me to show my belly on every single
Yeah.
Chapow forever.
Forever. Oh, man. You know what? Respect.
Right? That's dedication, dude.
Perpetual mid-carder.
And that's just the first session. That thing will be gold by the
And
time
it's going to
all
be
is
a
said
white
and done.
strap, too. So it's going to be a...
The real deal.
Good for you. Good for you.
I appreciate that.
It's
This guy must be the
man.
hero. See, we've been getting a lot of reports that you're a hero, man. A lot of people have wrote into us and talked
We
about
say,
how
Steve?
great you are, and saying that, oh, look, we
Hi,
got
Courtney.
people chiming in right now. But a lot of people were excited to see you on here tonight, man. They say that you're pretty great. Now, me personally, I've never seen you perform yet. I this Saturday will be the first time that I actually get to see you perform. I saw NWF about 10 years ago, but it's been a long time since I've been in an NWF building. So it's going to be a whole experience for me, and I'm excited for it, man. But everyone's pretty hype about you.
Yeah. I mean, that's, you know what, it's humbling, and it doesn't come on deaf ears. Like, I definitely appreciate it, but I want to apologize in advance because, you know, the Prodigy you see, you know, Saturday night at FanFest is, you know, it's not the usual Prodigy. I'm just gonna put it like that.
Okay.
You know, there's a lot of fast paced, a lot of highlight reel material type of stuff, but you know, Saturday when I wrestle, I'm gonna beat the tar out of that kid. I mean, he's got it
gonna be a
coming.
fight.
I'm gonna beat the tar out of him. I can't even put into words what I'm gonna do to that kid.
I mean, he basically cost you the NWF Heavyweight Championship.
Yeah.
That bum DC ended with it. That son gun ate my lunch.
You know, I asked him why he ate your lunch, and he never did respond to me.
No, yeah, he just runs amok like he,
That has got to be the worst heel I've ever heard of. He ate your food.
right?
Damn.
Terrible.
Who would steal
He is-
30 bagged lunches?
Oh man.
Jeez,
Yeah.
Him and Chris Farley just snacking. That was the image that popped into my head as soon as you said he ate my lunch.
When he,
Him,
Oh,
Norm
that was
McDonald, and Chris Farley just snacking on lunches.
So before we get into the dissolution of your guys' team, man, let me know so I know a little bit more of the story going in. How long have you guys and you know, did you have any inkling that this was coming? You know what I mean? Because from what I understand, he was quite the devious man to you.
You know, it's a long story. I mean, we could be here all night telling the story, but I mean, to try to give you the short version, you know, Noah wanted this tag team for a long time. You know, he was that Bone Crusher's, you know, almost a year before I was. And when somebody comes in and they take to it, if I may toot my own horn, when they take to it the way that I kind of did, people tend to take notice. That they tend to gravitate and just keep a watchful eye out for you because they know you're right on the corner. And then I had achieved some single success, and unfortunately I ended up losing that championship. But the time was right. Management had put us together, and we had magic for for a little bit. Then we didn't, and then the magic was gone. just like we got
didn't.
it. Yeah, and but I don't know. He was getting frustrated. He was kind of, I don't know. It's hard to describe. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Some may say crybaby. Some may say that.
I've seen some memes running around. I
don't think those were memes at all, man. I think because we got those sent.
Anonymous source submitted.
Yeah, they claimed to be a full-fledged journalist, and they provided us with some photos. I don't know if did you see the episode he was on just this past Tuesday?
I have yet to see it, but I plan on watching it right after this.
Okay, well, bro, we can show you a couple of the photos right now. Actually, we actually got a
pretty damning evidence.
I mean, this right here, he is clearly stealing from a baby, and that's absolutely obscene.
And he called the baby fat and ugly.
Oh wow!
Who does that?
Not to mention the fact that he is known as the Stinky Kid. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, by the renowned author OU Stink.
I think that comes from what he eats for dinner. This picture blew my mind. I couldn't believe that he was into eating cat shit. It just outrageous. This is a crazy guy. I can't believe you tag teamed with this guy. Did you not know the cat shit thing before?
You had to smell that at some point.
He's like, is that what that was?
Here's the thing. We wrestled the Stray Boys a lot. I kind of thought it was them, but now that you're showing me this evidence, I mean, I'm starting to rethink everything that I thought before.
But then you're like, no, those guys are more dog. That the cat was Noah. Yeah,
right.
Hey,
for sure.
Hindsight's 20/20, man. Sometimes you can't see what's right in front of you.
Absolutely.
So, I guess we can give you the benefit of the doubt on that, man. But at least now you need to stay away from that guy.
It makes sense that I'm on, the Dad World Order podcast because, of that tag team, I was kind of like the dad.
You were. You absolutely were.
Changing diapers, just everything. Snotty noses, like the whole knot. You guys know.
Well,
mm-hmm. I mean, it's funny you say that he was there before you because I kind of felt like you always kind of look like the veteran in the ring.
Yeah. Yeah, and I mean, what he's doing on other podcasts too, like Steve said, after what he did to his shirt, I just, hoping you beat the brakes off him. And I think that's the sentiment of a lot of the NWF audience.
I think we're all living vicariously through you on Saturday.
Yeah.
Well, then I'll be sure to give you guys something to enjoy on Saturday night. I'm gonna be
come out to the Hulk Hogan theme music. Just go red, white, and blue.
Just fucking giving it all.
Just American flag in one hand, just pointing at everybody.
Hold the 2x4 with your ass cheeks.
Oh.
Yeah. Just hacksaw and Hulk Hogan hybrid. Oh, brother.
I'm gonna have to shelve that one for a little bit. I'm gonna put that in my back pocket. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Well, before the interview,
go, you're getting a lot of it. No fears, Coby. That's like I said, man. That is the
hashtag.
sentiment.
Well, it's funny he's doing all this talking on social media, and then every time I see him in person, he just tends to run away or hide or
go find the
Typical.
cats.
Yep, go find the cats. Find a baby in a cradle. I don't know.
Yeah.
Allergic.
Right.
Yeah. That's his cover. That way no one thinks he's actually doing it and that these are just photos.
That's a horrible cat odor. It can't be Noah. He said he's allergic.
Yeah, it's definitely not him.
What a cop out.
Yeah.
So, obviously that we received a lot of this, pretty damning evidence towards Noah. but from everything we've been, told of you from people we know, from anonymous sources, you seem to be a regular superhero, man.
Yeah.
We actually did get some clips anonymously sent in.
The same journalist hooked us up with some
Same,
photos.
yeah.
Oh,
You helping Blue find a clue?
And that's just look.
I mean-
That's just
I mean-
wholesome, American. I mean, what more could you want in a champion?
What's more dad than that? You know what I mean?
you know what? I try my best.
Yeah.
You know?
You know, and this is something you could show your kids when they're older. Like, look what Dad did. You know,
Yeah.
I helped Blue.
Absolutely.
The time that you saved the planet, and
That one was pretty cool.
went and destroyed an asteroid.
Yeah.
Incredible.
Ben Affleck, who? Bruce Willis, who? No, Coby
Michael
Cain
Clark
was the star
Duncan.
of that show. Yeah. You and Michael Clark Duncan just hanging out.
Wow.
And I believe this wasn't you, but I believe an ancestor of yours hanging with the bro Abe at the Gettysburg Address.
That's
So you come from a long lineage
of heroes.
Of heroes,
just heroes, man. And we love to see it.
The kind of people we love to support.
absolutely.
Jesus Christ. Oh,
man.
I'm sorry.
This is the Dad World Order, and you're gonna get a dad joke or two here. I'm sorry.
We get some anonymous submissions. We gotta state the facts. You know what I mean?
Speaking of dads, we gotta ask him the question. We haven't asked him the
Yeah,
question.
absolutely. Ask away.
Mike?
Sir, what do you keep your thermostat set to?
Okay, well. Usually, I don't know about you guys, but I love my house very, very, not very, very cold, but cold. I like it cool, right? So I keep it about 69. However,
Nice.
there's also a fan during the night. That is
Yeah.
One on
Just,
each side of the bed.
well, just keep it a little, just give it some razzle dazzle every now and then. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Listen.
it's dude.
There are
Way to
3
go.
acceptable answers on this podcast: 68, 69, and 70. And you hit the sweet spot. Nice.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Nice. What the
I'm
hell
so
is
proud.
this? Hold on. What is this? No.
Whoa,
Couch, figure it out.
Wait.
75? No.
75.
No.
Do you live in a swamp?
Dude.
Come on, couch.
No.
Oh, no way.
Figure it out.
Alive.
He's been away from the pod too long. That's good.
He said, well, crap.
Forgot the ways. We love the couch.
Fauna right there, 75 degrees.
In
Good
a van
night.
down by the river.
That's just a whole nother level of crazy.
Oh shit. Actually, this Summer Sizzler this year is I believe a 1-year anniversary of the time we first connected. If I remember correctly, where are you at?
Yeah, come on. Should be.
missed the Dairy Challenge.
Where did that come from?
You can just
That wasn't.
chugging a gallon of milk.
Did you miss that, Mike?
Yeah.
What?
I was raised on the dairy, bitch.
I just did a fucking dairy chug on the show and you missed it.
Oh.
I'll watch it back. Do it again.
Oh, fuck. I can't. I need to breathe. I drank a lot of milk.
I need to breathe.
I did that once with chocolate milk, and I deeply regretted it. I was
Regret?
like, I can drink this whole thing.
Okay, so what Mr. Magnificent was showing off here, just God, what a great combination that is right there.
Love it.
Right? Why do you look so young?
You look like a fan that was like, "Hey, can I take a picture with your belt?" But
You look like that one kid in football in 7th grade who had a full beard for no reason.
yeah, for sure.
You know, it's funny. You should have seen the shock that the uproar that there was a couple of years ago. I'd shaved my beard, probably right before COVID, and I shaved my beard and I came to an event, and oh man, I had people asking me who I was, like they didn't recognize me. Like, are your parents around,
Yeah.
little boy, or like?
Yeah.
I was like,
Did you ever have that with the kids and freak them out with shaving
not
the
yet,
beard?
not yet. He's
I
starting to get old enough. He'll be 3 years soon, but I think I'm gonna do it here soon, and I'm gonna see what happens.
dude,
Every time I do it, I regret it.
I have always had my beard ever, like since before my daughter was born. I've trimmed it, but I've never shaved it. And I asked her, "What would you do if I shaved my beard?" And she said, "No, not. This is what would happen. Just no,
Just no.
no."
You know what? I can respect that.
That's fair.
So
That's fair.
it's here to stay.
We're not sure how many chins are under there.
We don't want to know. Trust me, I can feel them. It's a good hiding pouch.
Got a Joey in there.
Yeah, just keep the chins away.
There's just a little Eric living in his beard. Ah! He feeds him Cheez-Its.
What the?
I'm sorry. Apparently, we live in a fantasy-ass
I will
family.
have you know, I feed him Haribo twin snakes.
Dude, if you'd have been able to make your beard suck that in out of shit.
That would have been awesome. That's the goal, really.
Oh, shit.
That's funny.
Well, can't let a twin snake go to waste. Anyway,
Not.
Eating on the podcast. I look at you.
yeah, I am eating on podcast.
It's not even a sponsor, Haribo.
well, sponsor
My
me.
name's
Could,
in your.
but you could be.
thing. You could sponsor us, Haribo. Hello.
I like
Sorry.
free stuff.
Shameless self-promotion.
Doing a little like homework, shall we say, for before we get started. Actually, just looking for things to Photoshop you into.
Oh, hold on. I forgot how much Couch is obsessed with gummy candy. I'm on it, Couch. That dude
You got
will
it.
down a sack of gummy bears like it's nothing. Anyway,
The promo shot against Brian Pillman, where you're like overlooking the city, was absolutely dope.
Yeah.
Felt like a rap video.
Yeah. Well, it's the one with Icon.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's funny. He came up from Louisville and we had shot that, and I don't know if you can tell in the video, but it was freezing.
It looked like it. It looked like it.
Oh, and he just had his coat on and no shirt, and I had like a vest on and long sleeve, and I wanted to die. It was so cold.
You know what, Pillman?
I will kick your ass.
Look, and we climbed up on this structure on this park overlooking the city, and oh my goodness, dude, it was a nightmare. But you know what? It turned out so good,
all that
and
matters.
Yeah,
It was worth it was worth the pain.
yeah, absolutely.
So that was one of your major feuds, though, as a singles competitor, wasn't you and Icon?
Yeah, that was. It's funny. That was my my first feuds, and he always seems to pop back up whenever you least expect him.
He's like the indie wrestling herpy. He comes back every once in a while.
We have certain feelings regarding Icon.
I've not been shy. We had his manager on here, David Barnabas Spector. Listen, I
He's a
enjoy
polarizing
watching Icon, but I do not like Icon. That's a whole nother story.
Well,
But yeah.
I enjoy beating up Icon. So
Hey, so
There you go.
there we go. I still like watching Icon when he's there. I just like to boo him way more than I like to like him.
that's fair.
For sure.
Yeah. What the
Icon could hula hoop through a Cheerio.
And also, we got to shout out this comment here.
Yes.
Thank you guys for tuning in. Like, if we can make anybody laugh, that's all we're really trying to do here.
We're laughing. So.
If
Yeah.
if a year from now we still, only get 20, 30 viewers here and there type shit, whatever, so be it. We're not in it for the viewers. We're in to have fun and enjoy some wrestling and spread some positive energy. So thanks for
people happy, man.
Appreciate it.
And speaking on that as well, I mean, we've said it a lot of times. There's a lot of, in the internet wrestling community, there's a lot of negativity out there, and we don't want to be one of those groups. We want to be a positive force in this community, as it were. So,
Hell yeah.
want to keep that going.
Absolutely.
So I got a question for you because your opponent mentioned it a lot on Tuesday. He said that he knows your exact strategy going into Saturday. He knows exactly how every single one of your matches goes. Do you have a similar thought when it comes to Noah Gabriel, or is that something you kind of keep close to the chest and you got your own strategy going into it?
You know, it's funny you say that, and that is an interesting question because, you know, I kind of do have a similar thought. You know, I mean, I tagged with him, excuse me, over a year, and he always got beat up, and I always beat people up. So take from that what you will. And as for my game plan, I mean, it's pretty simple. You know, I'm gonna punch him in the face. I'm gonna do it again, and again, and again, over and over and over, until he cries like a baby. Let's go with that.
But how will he kiss girls after you punch him in the face so many times?
Because he kisses girls.
He kisses girls. You should know this. He
He
tells
brought that up
everyone.
a lot.
You know, if Noah said to me, if he told me that he kisses girls, you know what? I would probably just look at him and just say, I believe you. I mean, I don't, but look, this whole new facade, this whole new personality of Noah's, it just reminds me of those teenager movies back in the early 2000s. You know what I mean? He wants to be the guy that picked on him in high school,
Yeah.
like, at work.
Back when there were jock and nerd movies, which that isn't like a thing anymore. So
Back when Noah looked like this.
Oh no, you didn't. Oh no. Oh, I was not ready for that. That ain't right. That ain't right. Man.
Oh, listen, he didn't like that either.
But you're not wrong. You're not wrong. Bowl cut and all. Bowl cut and Axe body spray. That's Noah Gabriel right there.
All right.
Oh, also, shout out. Fist bump, Stephen Dwaylen. Love you guys.
Yeah, buddy.
Oh, that was dirty. Oh, that was dirty.
Oh, man.
Love it, man.
His
Oh,
reaction
bitch.
to that yesterday was probably my favorite part of the entire podcast.
Yeah. What?
He's like, thanks for telling me I look like AJ Styles, but don't ever use that picture.
He just seems like he's trying too hard to be a bad guy. He doesn't seem like a real bad guy. He seems like a softie trying to say, I'm tough. And usually the people that scream, I'm tough from the top of the hills are the first ones to cry when you smack them in the mouth.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, you got to play devil's advocate. This, whether or not you agree with it, the all for one and all for yourself mentality has gotten a lot of people, a lot of places in professional wrestling. So I mean, unless he comes in this Saturday and you squash his ass, he could probably, use this momentum to build something out of it. You know what I mean? But that's where you're going to come in this Saturday and you're going to change that.
I mean, absolutely. To touch on that, being all for yourself. I mean, I've achieved singles success in the WF. Him, on the other hand, I mean, not so much. I mean, he's a tag champ. Aside from that, I mean,
With you.
Thank you. With me. And I mean, yeah. Mike, you were there. He did a lot of screaming and pleading and begging for Coby to get in.
Yeah.
For begging for Daddy to get in so he could take care of business.
Yeah.
And,
So-
that's what we do.
Is this Saturday? Is this going to be, handing out life lessons, a bit of a discipline session, as it were?
Taking the boy to the woodshed.
I tell you what.
Bend him over your knee.
Every time I punch him in the mouth, I look for you guys. You tell me what it is. How about that?
Trust me, we will have our dad approved sign there. So for every punch, it'll just be
Yes.
Yes.
yes, yes.
Oh, that's great.
Absolutely.
So, man, what else? What else we got for Sizzler this week? We got OC versus Pompano Joe. Now I know once you
PC.
get past this particular match this week, I would assume you got to be looking at the winner of that match, right? You're wanting to stay focused on the heavyweight scene and move past this and blow past him, right?
Yeah. No, absolutely. I mean, I wrestled DC and Ludlow, and I mean, hey, he's you can tell he's a big guy, but to say he's strong doesn't do him justice. I mean, he was throwing me around like he was about to eat my lunch. I mean,
He does
he's a big
that.
dude.
A lot of
And,
lunch
man,
eating around here.
He's and those chops, the chops from hell, I call them.
Yeah.
Because man, they are vicious. But absolutely, I plan on using this as momentum to catapult myself into back into the heavyweight picture after Noah cost me twice. So
Yeah, I'd say I did. You've been right there both times. I mean, with the opportunities and the kids, jealousy's a mofo.
yeah.
So, if you were to face the winner of those two, is there a preferred opponent that you would like to try to take the title from, or?
How about both in a triple threat?
Oh, look at you, willing to take on the challenge. Okay. Either that or he just doesn't want to pick one.
Probably a little of both.
Yeah. I think I got to agree with our comment here. I think it'd be cool if Pompano won. I've been a fan of Pompano for years, so I'd like to see him win. I think that'd be pretty neat.
Absolutely.
So you actually have a stake in another match that's going on at Sizzler, and we actually got a comment about it here. Not trying to make you mad, but Nikki walks out champ. What do you think about that?
I mean, I disagree. I mean, I don't know. It's I wholeheartedly disagree.
Yeah.
I think Ella's gonna
Do what Ella does.
Do what Ella does. Destroy people.
I've seen her do nothing but win since I've been attending NWF shows, so I expect nothing
That
less.
scoop power slam, I think, is my favorite.
Yeah.
Gets me every time.
Oh yeah. Not
So
the scream.
The scream. It's
the
a scream
scream.
for me.
I mean, the scream's awesome. Don't get me wrong, but just that I love a good scoop power slam. So like when somebody pulls it off like fluidly, it's just like,
Yeah.
Has she ever
so
used
good.
that on you?
Yes.
You poor child.
You dirty bird.
Yeah.
you dirty
Yeah.
bird.
Yeah. I told her to do the dishes one time, and she slammed me in the kitchen.
There you go.
Oh
But I
gosh!
don't
By the
know.
way, the wedding reception footage.
Yeah.
My wife's like, "Do we really got to do our wedding over again now?" I was like, "You said it, not me."
Yeah.
You guys ever seen what I did for my wedding?
No.
No, I'll have to show you guys once we get off here. But at the time, I was a huge fucking Enzo mark. So I came out for our reception and I said, my name is Bo Cephas, and I am a certified dad and a bona fide husband. And you can't teach that. My wife was doing the fucking big cat shit in the back.
Oh
Yeah.
my God.
And I said, and this is my wife, Krista, and she's hot as hell. And you can't teach that.
teach
I said,
that.
bada bing, this chick's wearing my ring. How you doing?
Yeah, you doing? Yeah.
That's how I came out, man. I'll have to show you guys.
Realest groom in the room. How you doing?
Oh my God, Cephas, that's wonderful.
I can't believe I've
You
never
didn't sound like him.
That sounds amazing.
How you doing?
Hey.
Yeah, post that clip. I wanna see
Mike
it
had
too.
a pretty cool best man speech.
Yeah?
Yeah, well. Yeah. I did impressions. It started with, I'm justifiably in a position I'd rather not be in. The cream always rises to the top. The cream of the groom.
He actually brought the cream out and threw it.
That's some
Greatest
good
I
stuff.
thought that was
ever.
fantastic, dude.
I'm gonna.
I mean, I've heard a lot of best man speeches, man, and there's some.
I was
bad
proud
ones
of that
out
one.
there.
I did well.
Yeah.
I watched it back recently. Like, God, it's still good.
Still good.
Classic Mike.
Classic.
Boom.
Like, damn, this holds up good.
Like fine wine.
It's better with age.
Just like me, baby.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, man.
Cephas, if you can get us footage of your wedding promo, we're gonna need that.
And she's high as hell, and you can't teach back. Bada bing, this chick's wearing my ring. How you doing?
How you doing?
Hell yeah.
Oh my god, dude.
That's some good stuff right there.
Yeah, dude, that was really cool, man. All my groomsmen, they all came in as different wrestlers. My buddy Mike had on a $900 suit, and he came out with Austin's music, and he completely ruined that suit. He poured beer all over that motherfucker, and he didn't even drink, dog. He was just like, I can't come out to Austin's music and not go ape shit with beer.
Does he have a shaved head and a goatee at least?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh,
So,
that's that.
yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
I can't believe I've never showed you guys that, man. We've been friends over a year now, so I should have probably showed you that by now.
I like when they come out in moments like this, though. then everybody in the world gets to enjoy it too, not just us.
That was one of the first times I ever got any major interaction in the wrestling industry, not working or anything. You know what I mean? Like, I got so many people contacting me. Even Enzo and Cass retweeted it and all that stuff, and it was
that's awesome.
It was just pretty cool, man. It was one of my first wrestling loves me back. Like,
That's the best, dude. I've never thought about putting it like that, but that's definitely the feeling.
it really is. That's how it is with this show. It's like a nonstop feel that. Like, I know Coby, we could tell you once we get out of here, man, but we booked 2 fairly large guests for September, and we're pretty excited about them. You know what I mean? And we've got a lot of stuff brewing with other people as well that are even bigger than that. And shit keeps popping off, man. Big things popping, little things stopping. You know what I'm saying?
How you doing?
How you doing?
You noticed since we were knee high to a grasshopper, we were just little dads.
Yeah.
We're just a little dad order.
So you're a newer dad, man, right? How old's your kiddo?
He'll be 3 in September.
Oh man! So he's just now starting to be a little person, like with stubby arms right now. It's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And before you know it, dude, they're just gonna be like, "Oh, I've got this opinion and this idea," and you're just like, "How? How do you know this stuff?" Like,
Yeah. It's really cool when your 7-year-old daughter will randomly just be like, "Yeah,
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah."
Or just out of nowhere, will just be like, with everybody saying,
Hell,
hey,
hey,
night,
right.
yeah.
Like,
She just
they
did
guys
it.
got
You
us
couldn't
marking
hear
on
it,
our
but
own
she did
show. So
I feel like
this
your kid
comment,
is like
this
destined to be a
child?
professional wrestler, right?
Oh, 100%. 100%.
Or he'll be a typical teenager and go, I can't stand this thing.
Yeah, well, it's
guys
either
are
going to go one way or
ridiculous.
the other. He's either going to completely love it or he's going to absolutely hate it.
So with that name, I gotta ask: did you name him after Kevin Nash?
No, we it was just one of those things where Elizabeth, she I don't know, we just like the name, really. But you know what? It's
man.
fun. It's funny because Rex, whenever he sees him, will call him Little Sexy instead of Big Sexy.
Yes.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's great, dude.
I'm all for
Just so
naming your
happens
kid
to be
what
a
you like.
wrestling name.
Right. Right.
My son's name is Link, and I'm probably the biggest Legend of Zelda fan on the freaking planet. So, the fact that my wife agreed, she's like, "We can name him Lincoln and call him Link." I was like, "Sold." Like, that's what I want. I literally dreamed about that as a kid.
It
Listen,
is funny. Go ahead.
So at least you weren't like a Sonic the Hedgehog fan.
This is Sonic.
My son
This is
Sonic.
my son Hog.
My sister Tails.
Oh
Sorry,
shit!
I'm retarded. I'm stupid.
And
Listen,
this is
we
our
had
other
a-
son, Nuck. Nuck if you buck. So the thing here's something I was thinking about the other day as a dad with a kid that also likes wrestling. And it kind of made me chuckle. Because like obviously we grew up watching a certain set of wrestlers that don't really wrestle anymore, like Kevin Nash. And I remember distinctly we went to Squared Circle Expo and me and Mike got a picture, which is sitting right behind him, with Kevin Nash. And that was one of the coolest moments in our entire lives, right? I showed that picture to my daughter, and she looked at me like, okay, like, and I'm like, it's Kevin Nash. And she's like, I don't know who that is. You know what I mean? And I had to think about it in my head. Like, yeah, she's never seen him wrestle. She has no idea who Kevin Nash is. But for me, it's,
Shredder.
it's awesome. And it's cool that being able to watch it with her now, like, she gets to see the people that are on TV now, and she's a fan of the same people I am. So we do get to connect in that way. But like the older ones, it's just like, I don't care. Like, whatever.
Absolutely.
I don't know. I just thought that was kind of a funny thing the other day. I thought about that. Like, yeah, she could care less. And like, that was such a big moment for me. So just the interesting divide.
Who's the old guy?
Yeah. Took a picture with somebody's grandpa. Like, whatever.
But it's funny you say that, because like that's how I feel about like Stone Cold, about Steve Austin.
Yeah.
Because when I was Nash's age, like I can't tell you how many times I would start crying when he got beat up.
Yeah.
And my dad would be like, "All right, I'm turning it off. Like, we're not watching anymore."
Yeah.
And I'm like, "No, I don't want to watch. And I see him now, and it's like, man, like just seeing the people who got you invested in wrestling, and now he's older. And I mean, I don't know. I think he looked pretty damn good against Kevin Owens. That's just me.
I was there in person, and I have been to 5 WrestleManias, dog, and that by far was the greatest moment of all time for me.
Mm-hmm.
By far, it was just next level, man. The emotion, 77,000 people, shit. I just watched it back literally just yesterday or the day before.
He did look great, though.
He did. That's what I mean. Kevin Owens took care of him. Kevin Owens is a badass, man. I love Kevin.
Oh, he's awesome.
He's one
Kevin's
of my
great.
favorite.
God,
Yeah,
love
he's
Kevin
in my
Owens.
top 5.
So good, and he's so
His
underrated.
in-ring work, he can be scary, he can be comedic, he can be a good guy, he can be a bad guy, flip of a hat.
Mhm.
He's just so well-rounded and just so fun to watch.
Absolutely. Yeah.
I also love that he can be a guy that is extremely angry and yells at the top of his lungs and be the funniest guy in the room. That, you know what I mean? Just like his little like spaz out moments, they pop me every time.
Yeah, when he yells at an opponent, "Oh God, you're being stupid," or something. You know what I mean? We got a taste of that with MJF not that long ago. What event was that where he was like, "Oh, you're such a fucking idiot"?
He did that. It was Double or Nothing in the four-way.
Yeah, the Pillars match. Yeah, I was just we're sitting there watching like, this is what I need. I need more screaming MJF.
Yeah.
And I've heard Owens do that. Like he'll get like a really hard chop or something like that, and like if the camera catches it, it'll just be like, "Ow!"
There's not a lot of people that do that, and just to actually like say it out loud is so ironic and funny for some reason.
You know, that's the stuff that really got me to being a super fan of wrestling. And I remember it kind of started with like your William Regals and stuff. And I remember I would watch, and he would put someone in an arm bar, and instead of just holding it, he'd try to break their fingers. Yeah. And that little extra touch, if I see that in a wrestler, I am hooked. Yeah. That's why I love Carson Drake so much. I wanted to hate him so much, but when we bring signs and he makes them work into the match, you know what I mean? Like the way his mother just recently passed, so God rest her soul. But we brought before she passed away, we brought a sign to the show that said that he doesn't call his parents.
And this was on Mother's Day weekend.
It was on Mother's Day weekend, so he went out into the ring and he called his mom, and she hung up on him. You know what I mean? So he worked that into the match and made it a part of it. And literally throughout that whole thing, the crowd was chanting, "Your mom doesn't love you." And while that's fucking crazy, weirdly poetic, you know, that recently after that his mother passed away, that's all set away from the side that he took that and ran with it.
Yeah, and the whole match was him like, no, like shut up, no, like she does.
I'm a good son.
It was so good.
That's not real heel work. Not Roger, no, Roger, no.
Roger, cat, Kobe's being mean. That's no. In a nutshell.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Oh, hold on. I gotta show this one with everybody saying "Dad, World Order." Yeah.
Yeah. Can't help it.
Love it.
What a moment that was in Detroit. That was fun.
Dude, that was great. We went to SummerSlam. And,
Yeah, how was that?
like, dude, honestly, standing in line with a million other marks, like, I was like, God, this is going to take forever to get in there. But it was like every minute and a half, somebody was like, yeah. And then everybody else would go off. And it was awesome. It was so much fun.
It felt like an indie event outside, and once you got inside, it was more WWE-ish.
That's kind of how it always is, especially at the big ones like that, because, like, you know, when we go to I don't know if you're going to Fastlane with me or not, but when we go to Fastlane in Indianapolis, it's more local. Not a lot of people are going to come out of their way for Fastlane, so it's going to seem like WWE the whole time. But when you come to a SummerSlam or a WrestleMania or a Royal Rumble, something that people travel for, it becomes this like mecca in a way of just
absolutely
marks.
Sorry, this just popped me really hard. I just wish Santos Escobar would wear an armchair booking shirt.
Listen, we did not plan for the entirety of that crowd to wear our shirt.
Yeah.
Send it up that
He
way.
came out in the DWO, the amount of people that we were like, dude, is Santos Escobar wearing your shirt? And I'm like, yeah, dude.
Yes, he is.
Absolutely.
Absolutely, he is. Buy one.
That's a long-term goal.
I didn't even see the shirts there because I wanted to get a picture next to it at least.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know
don't
one
even think
thing.
dude, the merch stand lines were freaking
Insane.
outrageous.
Once he leaves whatever contract he's on, we need to make sure we hop on trying to get Santos on and be like, hey, dude, we need to talk about this.
Oh, dude, I don't care if he's 50 years old and retired. We're getting him on and be like, hey, remember SummerSlam 2023 when you wore that DWO shirt? That was for us.
Thanks.
Right?
Thanks, man.
Appreciate
Got
it.
us
That
on
was
the track.
awesome. That was awesome.
Man.
Speaking of expiring contracts, what do you guys think about the news with Edge? The Friday SmackDown match is his last one on his contract. Is this?
You know what I
this
think
it for
that
him?
is? I think that's strategic. I think Edge told his trainer, say something.
Yeah.
Say
They ain't
something.
made me an offer yet.
They haven't given me an offer yet, or they haven't given me an offer I like, or whatever the case may be. I think that's strategic, and I think that's brilliant on Edge's part. I feel like if they're smart, they'll be like, all right, what do you want as your final run? And they'll give him what he wants. And it needs to be Edge versus Matt Cardona at WrestleMania. Just saying.
I would like to see him and Christian do one more run together. But
I think.
I would-
I was gonna say that'd be poetic right there. Edge versus Christian, and they both hang it up afterwards. No matter when what
now
the-
I know
the winner is.
this is very, very unlikely to happen. But could you imagine Edge like showing up at Wembley for some reason to confront Christian or something like that? I feel like that'd be pretty cool.
Bro, that'd be.
I mean, it's. Well, I don't
We
know.
can't hear you. You're sitting too far back.
I said that'd be some shit.
That'd be pretty
What?
cool, man. That'd be pretty cool.
Do you still keep up with the current product, Kobe?
Whenever I get a chance, yeah. Between
And it's
that
hard with
and
a little one. It's hard to
yeah,
get you time.
yeah. Well, it's funny too because he actually he likes wrestling. Like
Really?
Right.
Yeah.
Already.
Yep.
buddy.
Yeah, like we got some pictures up from from a show where we did a mixed tag, and it was me and Ella versus Savannah and James Cross.
Oh,
Okay.
no shit.
And there's a picture of a double shoot off, and we're both in it. And he always looks at it, and he's like, "Oh, mommy and daddy wrestling."
Yes.
So
That's
yeah,
so
we're trying
cool.
That's got to feel pretty cool.
it definitely does. Or like anytime you see he's like wrestling on TV, he'll look at it and he'll say, "Oh, mama, dada." It's so cool.
Like he knows, like, hey, that's what you guys do.
Yeah,
That's
absolutely.
cool, man.
That's so awesome, man. That's just so interesting. I mean, when he grows older, be able to tell that story. Like, yeah, both mom and dad were both professional wrestlers. Like,
Yeah.
that's just not something. It's a very small percentage of the human population that can say that. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
You started a second generation wrestler already.
Yeah. Did
Through and
you,
through.
Mike? Maybe you. Did you see my gear that I had, where it was like a full bodysuit with one sleeve?
Yes.
Did you see that gear? Well,
Yes.
we got him an exact replica of it, and we ended up getting some promo shots done with him.
Oh,
with all
God.
three of us. It was so cool. It worked out so good.
Oh, that's
That's awesome.
fantastic, dude.
But,
That's so
yeah.
cool.
Yeah, absolutely.
You're
I
at
also
the
did
shit
see
out of it.
the TikTok that you and Ella had where I'm gonna flip the switch. I must have watched it 20 times, dude. That was so funny.
Then, go watch it again, and then after we switch, look at just check the look on my face after we switch.
She looks way more enthused than you. I'll just say that. I feel like she got the better end of the deal.
Yeah. What did you like that gear?
That's hot.
The red bikers. Did you like the red biker look?
The red, I like the orange bandana and black pants. Coby Cain.
I'm looking this video up right now.
Was that like a heel? Was that a heel Coby Cain?
That was my very first year. I was with Icon.
Oh, okay.
And very, very first year.
You're just a boy.
Yeah.
I was like, that's kind of surprising to see out of him. I don't, you always kind of come off as a kind of wholesome guy, and to see you kind of like a little edge to you looked, was something I hadn't seen before. But
Yeah.
I'm still fairly, I'm just over a year as taking an NWF event, so
Absolutely.
I still don't know all my history yet.
Yeah.
But the more and more I talk to everybody, then I try to do my homework, and I get to know you guys by talking to you. Here.
I missed the Jeff Hardy inspired gear. Coby, please bring it back or something like it.
I don't know. It got pretty toasty in that gear. I don't know. We'll see what happens.
I bet it did.
It got pretty toasty. I don't know.
Now I think just bring the chest hair back out, bro.
Did I?
Yeah.
It's time to bring back chest hair and drop kicks, or drop kicks
Yeah.
and chest hair, however you want to do it.
You might want to be careful about doing the drop kick, though, at this particular weekend, because that's what your opponent seems to think your first move is going to be. So.
Just try the kangaroo kick.
Yeah, there you go. It's pretty over right now.
I didn't think about that. That's funny.
We went through the drive-thru today to get dinner for my son. We let him pick dinner. This was his first day back to school, and she put in a mobile order. So I come to the drive-thru window, and all of a sudden I went full Crocodile Dundee. And my wife's like, "I hate you." Let me get to the window, and I'm just straightforward, like, "There you go. Have a good day." Like, what happened to Mick Dundee? He's back at the
I thought I was the only person that did that shit. You're talking about using a fake accent in the speaker?
in the drive-thru.
Oh
Yeah.
my god! I thought I was the only fucking person that did
It's so
that kind of
fun.
shit.
Well, then I dropped it. It's by the time I got to the window, so he looked
Have
at
you
me
got-
smiling, and I was like, "Thank you." And he was
Oh,
like,
You guys, when you guys order at a drive-through, at the end, have you ever told the drive-through person you love them?
Oh,
Say, love you.
all the
I do it to
time.
my,
Love you,
no, but I
bye.
do it to my
Just
boss.
see if they
I've never
say
done
it back. It's like it's the like if they say it back, it's just like, oh, that's nice.
That's a
There's
good
a
idea.
lady at
I'm gonna
this
start doing that.
McDonald's. This is complete side note as hell, but it drives me crazy, so I'm going to bring it up. There's this lady at this McDonald's that's right by my work, and I do the mobile order, and it includes my email. And my email is my personal email. I'm just going to give it out because I don't give a shit. But it's CheetoPocket at Gmail. And every single time I come through this fucking drive-thru, I give her my code, and she's like, "Ha, come on through, Cheeto Pocket," and it fucking right.
Seriously, the 45th time this week.
Yeah, that's my dude that rides with me every day. He's like, "Why does she say that every time?" He's like, "I don't get it. Why does she continually say your name every time?" He's like, "It's not funny."
I don't know. That's pretty funny.
Maybe that's the highlight of her week, man. Cheeto Pocket's back. Yes.
Yes, he wants his 2 large fries and a Sprite.
It's like you seeing Shark Boy. It's like, here comes
Yeah.
Cheeto Pocket to her.
We need to get that clip of me reacting to Shark Boy
Oh,
on the show.
yeah.
That's
Coby-
right up there with Eric seeing Eddie Kingston.
Oh,
Eric
yeah,
went straight 8-year-old child.
I did. We so that was at the last AEW they had in Cincinnati. We were like 5
Pure
rows
joy.
back from ringside, and Eddie Kingston's music hits, and Mike just starts filming me losing my ever loving mind. And then 2
Pure
Revolver
joy.
shows ago, they had a scramble, like Royal Rumble type match, and the last surprise entrant was Shark Boy. And the footage from the actual pay-per-view stream
Marked out.
shows Shark Boy walking down the aisle and Cephas behind him just I mean, that doesn't even do it justice. You just have to watch it. It's fantastic.
I love me some Shark Boy. So when he was a surprise entrant that I had 0 knowledge of, because he wasn't in the meet and greet, he didn't, you know what I mean? He showed up in the intermission and signed autographs, but he wasn't at the meet and greet at the start. So there was no like inkling that one shellfish might be there, you know, but lo and behold.
That's funny. Look, I tell you what, though, his music is really catchy. All right. I will say that.
Oh,
Yeah.
Shell, yeah, it is.
Oh, shell, yeah. Yeah.
Shell, yeah.
Also, I just want to shout out and put it into the universe. Rob Van Dam liked one of our posts on Instagram the other day. Thank you, RVD.
He didn't like us. He liked Gringo and
He liked our reel. I have a screenshot of it.
yeah, but it's Gringo that he liked. He didn't like us.
He saw DWO podcast and he was like, "These guys are fucking cool."
These guys.
He's like, these guys.
You know what? I'll believe that if he replies back to our shot that we shot. Like, yeah, man, I'll come on
highly
there.
Doubt he will, but you know.
But like, you could talk about RVD CBD, you know, and sell
Absolutely.
your stuff.
Oh, this is the one. There it is.
Speaking of which, man, before we hit our hour mark, is there anything you want to plug besides Saturday coming up? You got any other stuff brewing that you're working on?
I have a couple other things brewing. Nothing that I can announce yet, but I will say watch my IG. I got a couple things coming up.
Awesome.
At Coby Wrestles on Instagram. But yeah, keep an eye on that. And I should have some stuff for everybody who wants to see here soon.
Yeah.
I think we could say the exact same. We don't have official time plans yet, but we have plans to start producing some content, some stupid, silly reels, make ourselves look stupid and let everyone laugh at it. So basically, we're going to try to just, I don't know, have as much fun
Make
with it
yourself
as we
laugh
can.
by
Yeah.
start making everybody else laugh, I think.
You guys,
make me laugh,
you guys
so.
got the VIP front row?
Absolutely. I bought the last 3.
I had to get some GAs, but we will be there. No worries.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna put the boys in
No.
the back.
Yeah,
Right.
they'll all sit in the back. We sit in front.
What do you need?
Yeah. Especially after Tuesday.
Yeah. At least for this match, they're sitting in the back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
Absolutely.
I want
Is
to
there
see
any
those
other
signs too.
Yeah, definitely
Oh,
bring in a
oh.
couple signs.
Proud.
At this point, my boss just keeps giving me cardboard. He's like, I got a stack up here for you if you need it for more signs, man. Okay. Thank you, dude.
Thank you. Any other matches you're looking forward to seeing during Sizzler?
Man, I'm looking forward to Nikki Victory and Ella.
There you go.
I'm looking forward to Ella winning.
Yeah.
So right now, is it technically vacated? Am I right?
Yes. There was
Women's
a
Revolution title.
Yep, there was a double pin situation. So looking forward to her becoming 2-time Women's Revolution champion, and then
Was she the longest reigning ever?
Yes.
2 terms.
Yep.
She'd be like Barack Obama. 2
Yeah.
terms.
So technically, both women in the match are looking to become 2-time champions.
Yeah. Absolutely. Yep. That's correct.
Was Nikki the first?
Yes. Yep. Yep. She won it.
So you have the first versus the longest reigning. Wow, that's
That's a hell of a booking there.
Some would say the
Yeah.
first versus the best. I mean, but that's just me.
yeah. You would say that definitely.
Not to throw
You should.
shots, but
You should.
absolutely.
Well, it's looking like it's going to be a sellout because our boys in Armchair Booking had to buy a second row because someone had to buy the last 3 front row tickets.
I would have bought 6 if they'd have been there.
Hey, that's a good thing, though, man. Look at local wrestling selling out everywhere, man. It's selling out in Dayton. It's selling out in podunk towns in freaking Illinois or Indiana, Kentucky. The place with no parking we just went to is Cincy Wrestling. What was that? The Madison Theater?
20th
Not
century.
20th Century Theater.
Yeah, that's what it was. There was no parking there ever at all whatsoever anywhere.
But it was an awesome venue.
Yeah, great venue, shit parking.
Also, I do have exclusive footage of Cephas losing his mind.
Oh, you found it?
My thoughts exactly.
Your final entrance. This is Shark Boy.
Oh my God! Shark Boy!
The elation. The look over at Eric and Mike, like, do you see that? Like, what? Fucking Shark Boy.
I'm sitting there going like this, and then when he passed me, I remember like hitting Cephas, like, dude, he's here.
Oh man, that's great.
Do you ever have any mark out moments, man? Is there anybody that you would totally mark out for like that?
Mark out.
Have you had a huge mark out moment, like as a talent, like someone coming in or anything like that?
Holy
You
shit,
rub
that's this
elbows
guy.
with.
I was on a show in Chicago one time, and Brian Cage was there. And seeing how wide of a human being he is, like, me versus him versus 10 feet away, you know what I mean? Like, just seeing him in the locker room, like, this guy's so big. And then Matt Cardona, too. Super nice guy, actually. Me and Icon were actually taking a picture. And he waited for us, and we're like, no, dude, like, you're go. Like, you're Matt Cardona, go. Like, you don't have to wait for us, but super nice guy. And then, yeah, seeing Brian Cage in person was really eye-opening.
Matt's really tan. I was like, dude, get away. You're making me blend into the wall.
Unhealthily tan.
He was just posting about tans today. Yeah, fuck.
Dude. He looks like a wallet.
Right, I went up to him.
He doesn't even look real.
He looks
He's got
a wallet.
He's got a filter on.
Man, he's huge though. He's definitely in
big.
person.
I went
He's
up to him
definitely-
afterwards, man. I was like, man, I hope we didn't offend you with the 30 signs, but he loved it. So,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
I even bought one of his gimmicks.
Hell yeah. Shell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
You didn't buy a
Well,
hat. I'm surprised you didn't buy a hat.
right. God damn.
Kenny Rogers, and this is the Dairy Challenge. I was raised on the dairy, bitch.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Cephas is our resident Kenny Rogers. Mad TV Kenny Rogers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Milk's
Yeah.
good for you. Hey, man, Stone Cold Steve Austin did a got milk photo. That's all I'm saying.
Right.
If Stone Cold did it, it's cool enough for me.
Right.
I love milk.
Yeah, you would.
I've developed an affinity for Ovaltine.
Our boy Bobby.
Hey,
What up, Bob? Dude, speaking of the last Revolver show, Bobby, if you're still watching, Big Dog, we were ready to fight Matt Cardona to the death.
Good
For that.
Lord.
my wife
Drop
literally
kick.
thought we're getting arrested. She's like,
I
I really
wish-
thought you guys were rushing the ring.
I wish that there would have been footage of us when he hit Bobby with the drop kick, because it looked like he freaking clobbered you, my dude. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know if you're still watching, but we thought you were hurt.
we lost.
Oh yeah, Bobby's still there. My boy Bobby. Yeah, dude, that looked gnarly, and we all jumped about 10 feet in the air, like ready to eviscerate Matt Cardona for you.
Touch Bobby.
Don't you fucking touch him. He's a saint.
We love Bobby. Bobby's awesome, dude.
Dude, it looked like he kicked the shit out of him for real.
Yeah, he said he kicked the shit out of me. He did, dude.
Bro, it literally looked like he fucking waylaid you. I was like, man.
Yeah, it was like one of those like drop kicks, like through the ropes from the other side of the ring, and I didn't think Bobby was getting back up, man.
Cardona is just another one, man. He's so polarizing because he can be the biggest shithead heel and get booed out of the building and just eat it up, but he could in the flip of a coin be the hero.
Yeah,
I can't wait because it's inevitable. At some point, he is going to come back home, as they say. And I feel like when he does, it's going to be Cody Rhodes levels of return. It's going to be been out here and made himself. Yeah.
He did deserve that. Was a impeccable stunner.
Dropped him on that stack of dimes he calls a neck. What?
Well.
Oh, shit.
Well, Coby, we're about the hour mark here. We appreciate you coming on, dude.
Absolutely.
We will see you on Saturday at Summer Sizzler. Can't wait. It's going to be an awesome show. If you haven't got your tickets yet, go get them now.
While they're still there.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And dude, we're pumped for it. It's going to be a great show. I missed last year's Summer Sizzler, so this is my first Sizzler, so I'm excited.
Yeah.
For it.
It's incredible. It's the WrestleMania type event for NWF. That's what got me into NWF was Mike going to Sizzler and being like, dude, we need to go to these shows. And I think I went to the first like Ludlow show after that. And from then on, been a fan. So
hell yeah.
If there's one NWF show you're going to go to this one. You'll be a fan for life. That's for sure.
Absolutely.
Looking forward to you taking this kid to the woodshed and beating the brakes off of this crybaby Noah.
This
His
crybaby
just desserts.
yeah.
Oh, baby.
Yeah, he's gonna get here for sure. Absolutely.
Hell yeah.
And I'll be looking for you guys every step of the way.
Hey, we're there, man. You know we're there.
You won't miss us.
Fellow dads, you guys got anything else?
Check us out on all our socials. You see them there at the bottom at DWO Podcast on YouTube, Twitter, aka X, and the Instagram, and on Facebook at the DWO Podcast because for some reason Facebook doesn't like underscores. Anyway, and check out our merch at PWTs and TeePublic.
And for you dads out there that got a 7 to 12-year-old, go see what they're watching. Go watch a cartoon with them. Go see what they like. Go spend some time and learn what your kids like and spend some time doing stuff that they want to do. It's important.
Catch an indie wrestling show. Summer Sizzler, perhaps.
Yeah.
There you go.
Here's your dad advice for the week.
I definitely agree with Cephas on that. I'm about to get off of here and go watch Descendants with my kid, even though we've watched it 753 billion times.
I love that we heard her hey in the background.
Hey.
It's not like we listen to the soundtrack all the time. No, low-key, they're pretty awesome.
Core memories, dog. Core memories.
Absolutely.
You see Eric driving his big Dodge truck down the road and just
listening to Descendants.
Just do you want to?
Singing
Dude, we were doing it on the way home from school today, listening to what was the song we were listening to? And did I mention that I'm in love with you? Yeah, all day long, dude.
Oh man.
Did I mention there's nothing I can do?
There's some
Anyway,
conviction.
we've been the DWO Podcast. We appreciate y'all tuning in. I'm Kenny Rogers, and this is the Dairy Chug. Top dads. Out.
That's world order.